G'day, we're going to have a look into this LG Gram 16. It's a 16-inch ultra lightweight laptop. Now it's been quite a number of years, I'll probably say nearly over a decade that I've actually touched an LG computer, and I have played with a lot of their monitors as I actually own a few of the LG monitors, but not with the computers. Now this is a great reintroduction to their computers. Now this LG Gram 16, it reminds me of another laptop I reviewed about a year and a half ago, and this is got a very similar feel and vibe to it. Especially the big thing is two things that you actually see is not 16-inch big display, and the second is it's really nice ultra lightweight. Now that's really nice to carry around. I've been really carrying around for the last 3 or so weeks, and definitely it's been a joy to actually be working on it. Now we'll also look into the temperature and fan noise and some of the features of this computer, and I will be putting timestamps along this video so you can skip to a different section you may be interested to save you time. At the core of the LG Gram 16, its beating heart and draw its strength from the Intel Core's Ultra Series 2, forged on the Lunar Lake architecture. A powerhouse proven in testing to deliver wonderful battery life and outstanding performance that powers through demanding workloads. The display is a 16-inch IPS display with a matte finish to it, which means it's got the anti-glare and has a resolution of 2560 by 1600, which means it has an aspect ratio of 16 by 10, which I absolutely love. The matte IPS panel had very wide viewing angles, and when I took it outdoors, the actual brightness of it, which had a maximum brightness rating of 350 nits for this particular unit, and I didn't have any issues consuming multimedia or working on documents when I was outdoors or even in broad daylight. Measuring the gamma coverage of the 16-inch IPS non-touch display, it resulted with 99.9% sRGB coverage, 83.5% Adobe RGB coverage, and 96.5% DCI-P3 coverage. This is an excellent display. It's good for photo editing, and it is strong for modern digital media, video editing, and HDR content creation. It nearly covers all of the thematic colors effectively. The weight of the LG Gram 16 is 1.22 kilos plus the 65-watt power adapter becomes a combined weight of 1.52 kilos you might be carrying around with you. Now it is charged by a USB-C port at the end. The LG Gram 16 comes with a 77 watt-hour battery, and when I tested the battery life, I managed to get 17 hours and 20 minutes for modern office battery life test in PC Mark 10, 5 hours and 18 minutes for gaming, which is impressive, and 16 hours and 48 minutes for video playback in the Procom battery life test. Now, I would actually consider this all-day battery life for this laptop. Now, as for the build quality of the LG Gram 16, it is made entirely of magnesium alloy. It is just from the bottom cover to the actual palm rest and also the top cover as well. It has this nice, very nice feel texture to it, which has got a bit of a little grip to it, but so it's not too slippery, and it is what I would say fingerprint resistant as well, so it's actually very nice in that way. Now this is a consumer laptop, so I'm still going to do my bend and flex test and see how it's going. I'm not going to do crazy like a lot of my commercial computers, but I think it should be able to survive knowing it's a magnesium alloy. That's very strong. So oh, look at see, this is 16-inch, so that's not too bad there at all. And let's just see how this goes with the flex test on the actual keyboard. I don't hear any fans going zzz, so that's nice. It's got good structure on the keyboard. And let's just have a look at the hinge, how that goes. One finger, let's see a hinge test here. So one finger, that's smooth and it is consistent all the way here. And it goes to what I would say, that's the maximum for the actual opening of the display. Now I would say this is probably about 145 degrees. Definitely want to know what you think this angle is. So this is probably, I like to see this go whole 180 degrees. That's just my own nitpicking there, but else it's been fantastic. Now let's actually have a look at how this handles with the magnet to see if it actually let go. And no, that's clamping very nicely. This is actually clamping here. And also the last part is to see, because this thing is quite thin and light, And I just want to see if this actually has nice flex on the actual display here. I don't feel the flex, so it's got a bit of a structure here, which is really nice for actual top cover because it is thin here. But I must say, because this is a 16-inch and it is thin, I have noticed, even though I just did that wiggle test for the actual display, which doesn't really flex, which is really nice, keeping that nice strong structure. I've got to say the middle part, especially where the actual logo is, I still wouldn't put very heavy stuff on top of here because there is a little bit of just a little bit of flex. It's good enough for the display, but I would not put something that's really heavy over there, as there still is. That's probably the weakest point here, is the actual display. So that part there is probably the weakest point, but it's just to hopefully you don't damage the display, the actual panel itself. But overall, I think it'd be fine, but just be careful still anyway for that general area, as that's the weakest point I have found. Looking at temperatures and fan noise, when I took my measurement, the ambient temperature room was 27 degrees Celsius. And just to give you an idea how hot or how cool this laptop could be, my hand was measured in at 37 to 38 degrees Celsius. So it was a hot night. So I took my base measurement when the computer was idle, and the hottest air around the keyboard measured a maximum of 38 degrees Celsius. And as for the fan noise, it pretty much stayed silent at 35 decibels, and the average internal core temperature was measured in at 47 degrees Celsius. I then put 20% load on the computer. It's pretty much average use. That's tasks like office productivity work, surfing the web, streaming video, and the hottest air around the keyboard measured a maximum of 40 degrees Celsius. Now again, the actual fan noise pretty much stayed silent, so measured in at 35 decibels, and the average internal core temperature was 56 degrees Celsius. I then put 50% load on all the system resources and put in balance mode, and the hottest area on the keyboard measured a maximum of 45 degrees Celsius. And as for the fan, it did spin up a bit and it measured a maximum of 39 decibels, and the average internal core temperature was 71 degrees Celsius. I then put 100% load on all the system resources and put it in the best performance mode power scheme, and the hottest air around the keyboard measured a maximum of 48 degrees Celsius. As for the fan, it spun up to a maximum of 42 decibels, and the average internal core temperature was 92 degrees Celsius. Also measured the bottom back cover while I had 100% load, and the hottest air around the bottom back cover measured a maximum of 44 degrees Celsius. The laptop temperatures results showed acceptable thermal performance across all loads levels, with core temperature staying well below typical danger thresholds and surface heat remaining skin safe. The fan noise levels were quiet and within normal ranges compared to other laptops, which is a good sign. This is a recording from the 1080p webcam from the LG Gram 16. This is the video and audio unedited. You can hear and see what the quality webcam is like. Now, as always for this test, I've got two top sets currently turned on. Got my one stroke turned on and the downlights is turned on for ambience. I'll turn off my one stroke light off, see how this adjusts, and you probably notice there is actually not much light hitting on my face, as the two downlights in front of me is a bit far away. So if you're in an office environment, you should have much more light than what I'm currently at. This is just seeing how it handles the more darker side of things. And I'll turn my one stroke light back on. And as you can see, it actually adjusted really quick. Now, from this side of here, I can see the actual tones and also the actual color of the webcam is actually quite natural and actually quite nice, the actual colors. So definitely love to hear what your thoughts of this webcam. Now, there is one thing I've noticed with the webcam, there is no privacy shutter. There's no electronic shutter neither. And this is probably something where LG can actually improve on, is having something to cover the webcam just for the privacy. That's about it. There are two speakers located on either side of the bottom of the laptop, and when I tested out the maximum volume of the speakers, it managed to measure the peak of 83.4 decibels, which is decently loud compared to other laptops. As for the sound profile and sound quality of the speakers, it had some bass, which is okay for two speaker system. It is a balance towards more of the mids and highs, and it's good to consume TV shows, but for music, it's alright. Now, it has some decent clarity and acoustics, and overall, judging it, it is a pretty decent two-speaker system. As for the keyboard, we do have a nice, simple, clean, minimalistic design. It is a full-size keyboard with a number pad on the right, which is a little bit slimmer than the usual size, but it's very easy to adjust, and I didn't really find it really annoying at all to use the number pad. But it's nice to see they've still included the number pad, as that's really great for data entry. As for the keys, we have nice spacing in between each keys, and I'll consider these medium-sized keys. I didn't find them actually different from a lot of the keyboards I played, so I didn't really need to adjust my keyboard typing skills, as this was really easy to adapt to. Now, each individual keys have nice smooth surface to each individual key to touch, and also got nice tactile recoil as each key retracts. And I actually consider them quite quiet for the keys itself, and I do find these are nice keys to actually type on. The keys are backlit with white LED light, and there are 3 settings: off, low, and high. The trackpad is a large mechanical trackpad. It is hinge at the top, and you can depress as you move your way down, and we have a nice silky smooth glass-like feel to the touch, and it is quite reactive. These are results of the benchmarks performed on the LG Gram 16. These results for Passmark, Citybench 2024, PC Mark, 3D Mark, Crossmark, Crystal Disc Mark, Geekbench 6, Procon Office, Procon Image AI, Procon Photo Edit, Procon Video Edit, Puget Photoshop, Puget Lightroom, Puget Premiere Pro, Puget After Effects, Puget DaVinci Resolve, Blender, Luxmark, Furmark, Eugene Engine, SpecView Prep 2020, and some gaming benchmarks like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Far Cry 6, Forza 5, F1 2025, and Wukong Black Myth. Overall, the LG Gram 16 has been a joy to use and carry around, as especially this over the seasonal break as I'm traveling around. This has been great on my shoulders, and just generally just putting the backpack and all. And this 16-inch gorgeous IPS display has been fantastic to work on the videos, as this whole entire video has been edited on this LG Gram 16 to show the true power and also the performance of this LG Gram 16. Now, the actual for photo editors, this is also fantastic to work on, as it's got great color reproduction from this LG IPS panel, and got a good port selection here, and a nice clean simplistic keyboard design with a very reactive large trackpad, and we've got decent speakers, and we've got very well controlled temperatures and fan noise, and just the overall general build has been nice, good and strong. And just I love the actual weight of this with large displays. It's been just great to work overall, so easy to recommend. Now, I hope you find the video informative and enjoyed it. If you did, even support my channel, smash that like button for me, share this video, it does help me out. And as always, imperfections in life makes it beautiful and interesting, and I'll see you next video.